Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we got a good one for you today. This is what happens when people stop being polite and start being real. Yo, oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a captain who's just trying to save them all. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
About it, the government profits more off of two people in a household, taxing two people in a household. So if you take the woman out of the household and the what is that, like the housewife position, and you put them out to work, you have more money coming out of the household. That's when I now that I think about it, like it's all about money. The money. It's like what is the benefit of having the women in the home if we could just profit more out of putting them to work, just like me.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that men should be concerned?
Yes.
No.
I do.
No.
Why should men be concerned, big dog?
It'll affect.
I think men should be concerned because ultimately we're supposed to take care of women. And for me personally, because I have sisters, I wouldn't want to see my sisters in this situation. But it's ultimately up to us because we have to start enforcing the family aspect. We can't rely on women to force the family aspect. We can't rely on somebody outside of our own lives to force the family aspect. I think if dudes really sit down and they start showing that when they're talking to a woman that family is the most important thing and start really pushing that besides having a good time, I think things will start getting back on the right track. Because people tend to buy.
What channel is this nigga watching? Right? I mean, if we go ahead and we just go off of who files for a divorce to the tune of 80+%, it's women. And yet you still have to go save. Yeah, look, dog, she don't want to be saved. She does not want to be saved, right? People think that they bring more value into a situation than what they actually do. And then they get their asses out there and they find out, oh shit, hold up. All right, now things are a lot more harder than you thought. And now you out here crashing out because the Bobby Womack is on. When it's cold outside, who are you holding? Nah, dog. Nah, we ain't saving them. But, guys like this always, make it right for the ladies. Absolutely not. But let's keep going.
Plans if they think it's going to benefit them. Just coming back to this about her being tired of this and being tired of that. Women started buying into a plan that wasn't meant for them, and men, we started buying into a plan that wasn't meant for us. The plan for the women was, hey, you don't need them, so go out and do everything you want to do. Their plan was for only a small group of women who were trying to get to the top of something. And then once they got to the top, they were like, all right, everybody else fend for yourself. We don't really care if y'all get equality, if y'all don't have a man, because they already have a man at home. And then men, we bought into the concept at first of taking care of women. And then we were told not to take care of women because we want 50-50. Then men started buying into the 50-50. And then next thing you know, we hear it. But it ultimately became, I say that men should be concerned because they know that a man-led household is the strongest household. And once they figured out how to, a man-led household is the strongest household at the end of the day. And once they figured out how to get in the man's psyche to make him feel that he was no longer needed or wanted, it all went to shambles. Just like back in the day with slavery. Once the slave masters realized that they can get the strongest man in the field and buck him and show everybody else that it wasn't worth trying to be big and bad. Once the other bigger men in the field got that and it got to their psyche, they were like, all right, well, we saw what happened to him. It don't want to happen to us. So I think men should be concerned because No revolution ever happens once somebody gives up, and once one person gives up,
what should we do about it? If we should be concerned, what should we do about it?
It's gonna take older men.
Take them to do what?
Absolutely fucking not.
It's gonna take. Honestly, I'm a big proponent of mentorship.
Fuck out of here, bro. And the reason why it's not going to work is because if mentorship and everything actually worked, how come your kids aren't better in school currently? Because they get sent off to go deal with these extremely liberal, most of them, teachers who have no problem teaching your kids all these goddamn pronouns. They have them fucked up glasses. They got the goddamn, what you call them shits, the be kind shirts on. So they know their pronouns, they know how to be zesty. They know about all this extra shit, but they don't know how to fucking read. And then you got parents that treat their kids as accessories, right? And where do you think all that messaging goes? See, the problem is people like this seem to think all somebody else has to do is do my goddamn job for me. Absolutely fucking not. Those are your motherfucking kids, correct? And most of the time, again, when the teacher does make a correction for these little demonic ass human beings that you call kids, you niggas go up to the school to go fight the goddamn teacher. You ain't gonna say that to my son. You ain't gonna say that to my daughter. They just kids. Man, please. Niggas like this, hey, ain't no fucking way. Ain't nobody. Why am I signing up for that? I am not going to do that. If you are not related to me, if you are not niece, nephew, I ain't got time for you, bro. Right? If you're the homies, kids, we'll make time for them because they're different. That's an extension. These are people that you do interact with. But for the general society, nah. People ain't doing that. It's not going to work. Right? And this is exactly why people need to be held accountable. Everybody seems to think that everybody else is going to do something for you. They're not. And we shouldn't. And that's a bullshit ass statement.
It's going to start taking older men, going out to these younger dudes and catching them at their very impressionable ages, whether it's the Boys and Girls Clubs or anything like that, and start showing them how men's supposed to move. Because if those men don't know how to move, then it all goes to shambles. Prime example, around whenever the drugs and all that started coming out, or whenever all the stuff that people start realizing, once we take a man out of the household, we can make the household crumble. From that part, once it got in that one man psyche that I don't need to be there, I can do my own thing. Then the son grows up.
Let me bring it back. Yeah. So it's taking us to go out and mentor young guys that are broken from women that are broken from the men that they got with that made them baby daddies.
Right. It should have been the father should have been showing them how to be a man.
Ultimately, that's what's going to have to happen. Ultimately, if the dudes,
do you think that that's going to make women to be more traditional and to fix their issues?
Maybe, but the effect probably won't be seen now. But I think once the older men get to the younger dudes and they start enforcing the family type construct, it's going to take a while. It's going to take some years to catch on, but it'll grow back because when they deconstructed the family house.
This is what happens when people who don't know enough their heart is in the right place, but ultimately, no, it's not going to work. You've heard a lot of good things from Dr. Umar and all these other niggas that's going to tell you essentially that you can turn back, you got to go back. I ain't got to do nothing. Them other little motherfuckers do not belong to me. Fuck those kids. I am not cleaning anything up for anybody else ever. Right? It's like this. We all know people who need help. You gonna make somebody else's car payment?
It didn't happen overnight. It took years.
Hell to the no.
Let me bring it back.
You're describing the step baby there.
I'm gonna open it back up to the panel.
No. I didn't say.
I'm gonna open it up back to the panel. I got one more follow-up question.
I didn't say take care of somebody else's kids. I said mentor them. That doesn't mean take care of them.
Do you
Yeah, it
think
does.
that is going to stop women from having children out of wedlock?
No.
Yeah, because you'll teach a new generation of women what to do, so they'll do better.
How are we teaching a generation of women what to do?
Well, a new generation of boys and girls of what to expect, and make sure that they follow those steps to make sure they don't end up in these situations. I do think it's too late to try to do a reverse. So we need to make sure that the youth that's going to grow up walk into a situation with all the information they need to do things appropriately, so we don't have these type of issues. Right now, we're doomed.
So we need men to teach women. We need men to teach men how to be men, and we need men to teach women how to be women. I just want to.
No, I think once you teach men how to be men, they will inherently start picking women who fall in line.
We need to teach women how to be women. So what?
This man's argument is flawed solely because the men who are operating within their masculinity and are already on the path to just being a good man, the black community en masse views that as, oh, that's lame, right? Niggas without kids, right, who go to work every day is a lame in the community. Correct? See, that's the unsettling thing about this whole thing, which generally means that this is disingenuous, right? I'm not going to sit here and dumb it down and make people feel better about their fucked up choices, right? Again, you chose to put yourself into these situations, and now you're uncomfortable with the outcomes that you rightfully have earned. See, this is a reflection of all your choices, right? Now life is getting to kick you in your ass. Now you up here, you don't know what to do. I don't know how my life got like this. Yeah, bitch, you know how your life got like this. You did this shit. Did nobody just do this to you, right? Like, this is a thing that people don't seem to get. The clock was always ticking. It's not anybody else's fault that you actively chose not to pay attention. Like, dog.
No type of role in this.
Not teach them. What I'm saying is, if you start seeing more men that start going up to women, and they start taking a personal investment on their sexual activity, and they start taking all the precautions they can take to not have kids, and once women start realizing that men aren't messing, once they realize that men aren't,
over 50% of men do not have kids. Black men in particular. What is it? 54, 53% do not have kids. Period.
The women
It's
said
not
they don't
realistic,
care.
but he's not wrong.
The women today said they don't care
he's
what you
wrong.
think. They don't
Especially
care what
from
you
a
have to
nigga
say.
like him.
They don't care. They don't care what you doing. They don't care what you're trying to sell them. They don't care.
Kendrick, you basically saying that the men.
Of course. And this nigga's name is Kendrick. This niggas like this cannot be trusted. All right? You cannot trust a nigga that's named after Kung Fu Kenny. All right? We instantly know that these niggas, they not like us. They not like us. Nah, big dog. Nah, you can go ahead and keep that weak shit.
Who left the men are supposed to teach the new men how to be men.
No.
The grandfathers of men, like
What I'm saying is, I'm not.
teach these young men how to be men because they left the men that's leaving the women. Like that makes no sense.
What I'm saying is, ultimately, some men is going to have to step up to.
We're not. We won't. Why the fuck does that make sense? Matter of fact, nigga, what you doing? Man, I cannot stand dusty, dumbass people. Boy,
The problem.
I always want to tell somebody else what the fuck they should be doing. Are you doing it?
I'm not against anybody living their life. What I'm saying is, mentorship is, hey, let me talk to you and teach you things to take home. Taking care of somebody is buying and doing different things. All I'm saying is mentorship.
He's right.
Mentorship.
I don't think men should care.
Look, guys, I'm just going to link this back to Brother Anton. This is a phenomenal stream. Everybody needs to go check this shit out because it's really thought-provoking. But at the same time, all this shit does is raise my goddamn blood pressure. Yo, man, I can't be a part of this foolishness. All right, this right here, I don't know. And this is exactly why the community is cooked, right? It just is. This is what it's going to be. You can't turn the clock back, right? Anyways, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave this here. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Peace.